You probably think I would say something like this. Don't judge me too quickly. I'm not that close-minded. The truth is that the answer is not that simple. Yes, to be transparent, the majority of this video will argue against the idea of individual stock picking. However, if you watch to the end, I'll share with you one scenario, actually a pretty good one at that, where it does make sense for you to give an individual stock picking a chance. Are you ready? Let's get right to it. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Tay from Financial Tortoise, a channel dedicated to helping the second generation reach financial security. We're at an unprecedented time right now as regards to the stock market. Not only is the market as a whole at its all-time high, but individual stocks like Amazon, Apple, and Tesla are breaking new records as well. Whenever you turn on the news, you're bombarded with news about people who are making a killing picking the right individual stocks. So if you're investing in hot individual stocks, you feel like you're missing out. Isn't this what rich people do? I want to be rich one day, so should I follow suit right now? This is where I want to stop you and explain several really good reasons why you should take a pause and think really hard before you go out and buy a load of Tesla stocks. Brett Barber and Terence Odian are two behavioral finance professors from UC Davis and UC Berkeley who have done some extensive studies about the average individual investor. Their research demonstrates some pretty interesting and consistent findings about the average investor. When it comes to investing decisions, we are guaranteed to do one thing. It is to make the wrong call. We believe that we're ahead of the trend when in fact we're chasing them. We buy when the market is going up and sell when it's going down. There's no better way to lock in your losses. Talk about kicking you when you're already down. We get too caught up in past performances and make decisions that coincide with our emotions rather than logic. And by holding undiversified stock portfolios, we underperform the standard benchmark. Yes, I know what you're thinking. How do you explain my friend who knew to buy Google 10 years ago? I mean, don't get me wrong. People do hit occasional home runs, but studies show that less than 1% of people have the ability to consistently and regularly beat the market. So if you think you have the ability to beat the market, you should ask yourself the question, are you Warren Buffett? If not, I would put my money on trying to keep up with the market rather than trying to beat it. You might be thinking of another question, but if we can't beat the market, why are so many investment firms and brokerage companies sponsoring classes about active trading and options? If I can't beat the market, why are they saying they could teach me to do it? Good question. It's because they're incentivized to get you to believe that you can. And these incentives are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. When you trade or make a bet on the market through their platforms, they make money by charging you per trade. Whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter. The house always makes their money. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want to learn more about personal finance and navigating life as a standard generation, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe and hit the like button because that would really help out the channel. Let me tell you another good reason you should pause before you start trading individual stocks. No one in the media knows a stock's future. If you've been around the investing world long enough, you might know this guy. Mr. Jim Cramer, the host of Mad Money on CNBC. If you're not familiar with him, he's the guy who will give you stock tips on his show. Shows like Mad Money and thousands of other media outlets like it are spreading the toxic and false message that playing stocks is easy and fun. And they have good reason to. Many of these media outlets' entire business model is based on encouraging individual stock picking. CEOs come on to discuss why viewers or listeners should invest in their companies. Analysts appear reinforcing the recommendation. And convinced by their cover of professionalism, we as individuals come to believe these expert analysis of individual stock. We're duped into believing that we too can understand the company and market fundamentals. And armed with this knowledge, we too can read the fortune cookie and make money. But these media outlets don't care if you make money or lose money on your investments. All they care about is their ratings and audience retention. Ratings bring in ad revenue. And do you know who most often are buying these ad slots? Companies that want to sell you financial products. Banks, investment management companies, trading platforms. No one in the media knows a stock's future because they don't care about accuracy. All they care about is getting your attention. And if they can make you believe that you can win trading stocks, that's what they'll constantly do. Have I scared you enough yet? Let me give you one more reason why you should take a pause before buying individual stocks. Let's say that someone really knows what a stock was going to do. He or she has figured out the golden formula for predicting the future.
And that gave me a little bit more of an uptick, but it's just a parlor trick. So then I went on to door number 3.
Are you really implying that you have some sort of ultimate formula?
What do you think this person will do? Go out on Jim Cramer's show and lay it all out? Post his or her findings on Reddit forum? Or start a YouTube channel to share his or her secret formula? The bottom line is this. Do you really think he or she would share it with us? This person would likely invest that idea, make billions, and move to a tax-free tropical island, living his or her days on a yacht. And worse yet, if he or she did find out what direction the stock was going to churn via confidential or non-public information and profited on that fact, there is a financial term for that. It's called insider trading, and it's illegal. After all this, and you still want to dabble in individual stocks, I would actually say that's okay, because that is how many people feel, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it, as long as you follow a few strong guidelines around it. A good way to think about individual stock investing for me is to think of them like cheat meals. Let me explain. In order to maintain a healthy body, when we eat, we should stick with nutritious whole foods, a lot of vegetables, lean protein, and unprocessed carbs. This should be the staple of our diet. But tell anyone to live off only chicken breast, broccoli, and brown rice, and you'll have a riot on your hands. I like to think of cheat meals as individual stocks and the main nutritious meal plan as index funds. Like a healthy meal plan, nutritious whole foods should make the core of our diet. Majority of our meals should come from unprocessed whole foods. But in order to ensure we stick to this meal plan, it's okay to allow ourselves cheat meals once in a while. Not too much, maybe 1 or 2 times a week. And these cheat meals actually help us to stick to our healthy diet, not keep us from them. If you have desires to buy and sell individual stocks, make sure you treat them like cheat meals. They scratch an itch and help you stay on the course, but they shouldn't be the core foundation of your investment holdings. The core foundational holdings should be low-cost index funds. If you want to purchase individual stocks and test your stock picking abilities, set yourself a percentage limit. I recommend no more than 5% to allow yourself to dabble in the market with individual stocks you might feel strongly about. Less is better. But again, remember, index funds should be the mainstay of your portfolio. Individual stock picking's purpose here is to help you maintain that core holding and not detract you from it. Thank you guys for watching. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts about individual stocks and if you agree or disagree with my take on it. If you found value from this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of my other upcoming videos. I firmly believe that being part of the Sanders generation doesn't have to mean financial stress. With careful planning and preparation, we can thrive during this stage of life. Help me spread the knowledge. Thank you again. I'll see you in my next video.